Hey, so my name is Ryder and I'm a Christian. I just chuck on videos every now and then to sort of try and convince people who aren't Christian, I guess, to why it's important um, to believe in God and believe in Jesus. And I always come back around to the same point. It's basically love. Love. Something that we don't know how to do at all. We could try and fix the world or do this thing or be great or love people correctly, but we fail. As humans, that's just what we do. We fail consistently and persistently, and we have to put our hope and faith that there is a God who's good and loving, and that is the nature of our existence. We sort of feel small. I don't know, I feel small all the time, like there's something bigger out there. And some people will go aliens. I hate the idea of aliens, because if it's aliens, it's like they just sit and watch us, and they're just these, like aliens from another planet that just sit and watch us and just wait. And that's just terrible. It's a terrible reality, right? And then all of human history has just been this gigantic farce for whatever reason. They could have intervened or helped. They didn't. So if it were aliens, there's this whole theory I see people read and talk about how we're in this like little alien zoo. That's awful. That's an awful reality, terrible reality. Probably the most dark and sinister realities. If it's our personal creation and it's just nothing, there's no God, nor even aliens, that's even more sinister, because it means the reality of our existence hangs on our own heads. And we're fallible, we make mistakes, and we don't know how to love properly. It's the reality, we don't. But there's a God who does, and he sacrificed his life. Massive thing, by the way, massive thing to give your life over. I don't think anyone could say, yes, they would give their life over for every human being that is to ever exist. Maybe for someone you love, for sure, right? Easy decision. But for everyone, not very easy. There's something... a scripture that I have when I read when I feel overwhelmed, and I forget sometimes of God's presence and his power and his miracles. And one of his miracles is love, right? It's a spiritual miracle. Corinthians 13, I'm talking about chapter 13, verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. Though I have the gift of prophecy, understand the mysteries of knowledge, and though I have faith, so that I could move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. No matter how, I keep that in there with a picture of all the women, and my mum, my sisters, and my niece, because it gives me strength. Because I remember the love that it has, that holds, right? I'm sharing this with you because that love comes from not somewhere, but someone. I have this for some reason, and I don't understand it because I'm terrible at love. Truth be told, I'm cold, callous, sometimes self-centered. I'm self-centered and reclusive. I don't like to step out and socialize and do things, but God motivates me to do that. That love comes from somewhere else. I have a very poor understanding of it, very poor interpretation, very poor I can't think of the word, but proliferation of it. But it's there, and that reminds me, that love that I feel is good, and there is a good God, and he loves us, and he wants that love to be eternal and forever. Don't believe any of the alien talk or the zoo talk, or that there is no God. There really is. And he is who he says he is. And he's came down as a man and is the greatest of us. Jesus Christ is that person. I encourage anyone to look into it, to understand it, to really think about that love. People look for so much detail in scripture or in the reality that we seem to be in. Some people want to believe it's a matrix even. None of these things, aliens, matrix, there's no God. These things don't exist. There is a God, right? And he's in control. That's meant to take away fear, but it's also meant to reassure you of the truth. that this suffering that goes on here is not forever. And yeah, there is something better. Something to believe in. Not us, not you, not the next person, not some guy who's in charge of the world and whatever, but a God that we can't see, we can't touch, but we can know and feel and have faith in that. It's crazy in a world that's rapidly falling apart to have faith in a God that is actually in complete control. But it's reassuring as well, because you realize everything is just falling apart and there's nothing we can do about it. That's okay. Yeah. God bless you guys. I love you very much. And I hope you sort of understand what I'm saying. The proof is in the pudding. And to be in the pudding, you have to seek it out. Have a good day.